I have a childhood memory from your era. Can I talk to you about it?
You can.
Okay. It's still regular season. It's like the last game of the regular season. There's a 3-way tie for the conference championship. Only 2 go to the playoffs back then.
And we lost.
Yeah, but so I have 2 memories that have gelled together, because I also remember you losing to Thomasville, but that wasn't the same year.
Right.
That was the year after, I think.
Right.
But I remember going to that game where you lost, and it was like a real knee-jerking game, and I was like 7. I was like my daughter's age, and I remember that like vividly.
I do too. And then turn around and lose the drawing upstairs. We lost twice in one night.
Yeah, I remember that. Nick often talks about wishing that the playoff system would go back to, I believe it was 16 teams. I think we're at 64 teams now, if you count East and West.
Right.
And that's just absurd.
It is, and you know what, Josh, a lot of people don't realize that system originated with the football coaches in North Carolina. When I worked with the North Carolina High School Football Coaches Association, they had 2 more chances to change the playoff system and go to less qualifiers, and the football coaches in North Carolina voted that down. It is not, and you hear all the time, the state's just trying to make money. That's not the case. I saw it, I was there, and it was the football coaches in North Carolina that wanted to keep that enlarged playoff system.
What was their reasoning?
The reasoning was that if you were a lower team that's been struggling, you always had a better chance of getting into the playoffs. And if you had a bad year the year before, that was an accomplishment to qualify for the playoffs.
But these teams are getting in with records like 5 and 6.
Terrible.
4 and 6.
I don't agree with that at all.
Nick's thoughts on that are, you're putting your kids in a position where they can be injured, and you're hurting yourself for the next year.
Right.
Because you're going to play a West Charlotte.
Right, and you've got people that are basketball players and wrestlers who are getting ready for that next season, and just like some of the coaches, they're ready to move on. They're ready to go on and get started on football, on basketball and wrestling, and call this one a year, and then tee it up next August.